Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is Sunday, so it's time for Scraplift Crafternoon, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. I have paused my 30 days of sketches layout, so I'm doing this a week in advance because honestly I was behind, blah blah blah. I'm going to come back to my 30 days because I have made packets for everything, but I really need to do the hops that I'm like committed to do before I do those. So anyways, that's my situation. Today it's a birthday one for Miss Ashley because she's the scrapping nerd and this is her birthday month. And this was the layout that we picked, and it's real brightly colored. It's actually kind of perfect for birthday type stuff because you can see it's like little banners and there's fun colors and blah blah blah. Although this is a little puppy, and she's got two embellishment clusters. I guess this would be the title. I guess I may get it. This looks like Vicky Booten here, so maybe I'll get into that. I don't know yet because I pulled out this collection here, which is Let's Celebrate. I think it's called Let's Celebrate. Hold on, that might be a total lie. What is the name of this collection? I want to say it's Let's Celebrate, but it's a Scrapbook Expo type deal. Oh, Becky Adams Celebrate the Little Things. That's what it is. And I love this collection. It's really bright, and there's actually like some cute stuff on here. So I may not have, there was a banner, but I've used it already, which is a shame. There's little tags. I don't know if I'll use those or not. That's not on her layout, but yeah, you know, you never know. My picture, by the way, is Miss Cleo. She had come over and sat on my desk. The sun was kind of shining, and she just looks so darn cute. She's so tiny, y'all. I just can't get over it. So I'm going to do this one. It's not horizontal, which is what she shows, so we'll be tweaking ourselves just a tad. And let's see what we got in here. Yeah, Celebrate the Little Things. That's a really cute collection. I actually met her. She was at the Crafting Through the Holidays event the other day. She was at a booth. I didn't call it a booth. I don't know if it was really technically a booth. I guess it was. It wasn't a booth. It was like a table where they had collections and stuff. And I almost bought her fall collection. But I just don't have a lot of fall, so I really struggled to do it. Okay, so this layout has a little diagonal stripe. I don't know that I have a diagonal stripe anymore, but there are others. I may go with this pink grid because that's really cute. And then if I do that, because I kind of wanted to try to use some of these ones that are already cut. So look what I got in here. Oh, that's going the wrong way. That's too bad. Well, what if I go horizontal, you guys? Or this way. I kind of like this. And then my photo makes some sense. And then I can go horizontal. Ooh, that's clever. Let's do that, you guys. Okay, that being said, I know I had a... Yep, here's the polka dot. So, do y'all like the plaid? Yeah, I kind of have to like the plaid. And we'll see how this looks on there. I'm not sure this is bright enough. I may end up switching it out for something else because I do have plenty on here. Oh, have I already cut this one? No. Okay. All right, so there's that. And then the stickers and the tags and whatnot are potential. The title, I don't know. I could spell it out of the letters, but I'm not certain about that. I might, though, because her name's Cleo, and I might just spell her name Cleo. Or I might go get some letters over there that are a little bit bigger. Because these are polka dot, they may not show up. Okay. And I need a white cardstock, so I'll do that. Okay, so let me do my trimming, and I'll be back on in a second. When I'm out her. So I'll be back on in just a second. Okay, I have trimmed down those strips there to 3/4 inches wide by, well, I don't think I've cut the length yet, but they're 3/4 inches wide at this moment. And then I noticed on the print out there, I go, oh shoot, that's actually framed, I believe, with white cardstock. So I went ahead and trimmed down this little piece of pink grid paper here by a 1/2 inch. It was essentially like one of the little squares. And I'm going to attach that to a piece of, I want to call it white cardstock. It's actually the back side of a paper pad that I don't enjoy most of the prints, but it's not thick like cardstock per se, but it's thick enough. And I'll use that for my white sometimes. So here's where I'm going to decide on the length. And I decide on 11 1/4 inches long. And I'm going to just kind of trim those. Can y'all hear the cat? My daughter's cat's down at the bottom of the stairs crying. I think she shut the door, or my husband did. He can't get in right now, and he's very upset. We've actually had really good interactions with the kitties. Saturn still gets upset a little bit, but the other ones are getting along pretty good. And here's Cleo, by the way. She's all in our stuff. So I'm going to have to stop the camera because she, lays right down on it. Okay, so she's moved. I've run off, and I have glued down those strips, and I've run off and got some letters, and I found this little set of pink ones. They're thickers. They're actually really neat because it's layered. It looks like almost like a Neapolitan ice cream. It's got a green on the bottom, like a turquoisey green, which is the same shade as that little pattern on the bottom down there, and then a white middle, and then a pink top. And by the way, I did go with these patterns because, well, I put the green at the bottom. It just seemed to match kind of what she had going on with hers, and I thought it looked nice anyway. So I got the polka dot, the cameras, and the little, almost like a leopard print, but it's green with white on it. I've got my little title that says Cleo, and now I'm going to put is home. Now, I'm going to fast with these letters a little bit. I'll put them on there and think, oh, they're too low or something. I'm going to mess with them again. I'll pull them up. And then toward the end, I start looking. I go, well, hold on. The H and the I are upside down, so I have to fix those. I don't think I show y'all that, but I'll fix those too. So if you happen to notice that, I will fix it. The first thing I did, though, I started to write is home, and I realized, well, no, I need to come backwards because I don't think I've given myself enough room, and sure enough, I did not. So I'm spelling home backwards so I can move my I and my S. But yeah, the title's going to be Cleo is home. If you've been watching me, you know that, well, I don't remember which videos I started mentioning it in, but about a week and a half ago, we were driving back from Dallas. I'd had a doctor's appointment. My daughter calls me about 8 minutes from the house. So we'd been on the road a little while. It was dark. She says, Mom, there's a kitten out here. And Seth had found a kitten out by the chicken coop. So again, I apologize if you've already heard this story, but if you've just now, if you've not been listening to enough videos, then you may not have heard it. But anyway, so he found this kitten, and we're like, oh, well, she can be a barn kitty because she was outside. We're thinking she's an outside kitty. And so we had her in the barn. I brought her some food and water and this and that. And she was out there from Wednesday night. The kids went out of town. And Sunday, I noticed that there was ants getting in her food. And I was like, I don't like that. So I told my husband, and he's like, well, I can go out and, spray around the barn and this and that. So I was like, okay. So he was doing that Sunday, and we're there, and we go to shut the door and stuff, and she's just crying. She's so small, y'all, and she's crying. And he goes, well, if you want to bring her inside, you can. And y'all, she's so great inside. She knows her litter box. She's very cuddly. She's an inside cat, you guys. And so I'm saying Cleo is home. I will tell you, earlier today, I was looking at her, I'm holding her. She likes to be held a lot. She's real cuddly. And I was kind of crying a little bit because I thought somebody threw this cat out, and she's an inside kitty. And I'm so grateful that the cat distribution system brought her to us, because it just would have broke my heart if this cat had died. And it's out in the country, y'all. There's coyotes and all kinds of stuff, and I just couldn't even imagine. So anyways, I've been working on this layout. So I got Cleo is home, and I don't have a ton of stickers that really in my mind worked for this layout on my sticker sheet, but I make it work. I did have a couple little tags I cut, and one of them says hello beautiful, one of them says hip hip hooray. There's a cute little light bulb sticker on the sheet, which I liked a lot. It's in the upper right. I did find like hello, and then in the lower left, I put a little typewriter, and I did add a little bracket to the left side of beautiful, hello, or whatever. I thought to put the other one, but then I decided against it. I thought, no, that's not going to look right, because she had a bracket. I kind of wanted to use a bracket, like inspired by. I do add a little foam underneath my hello beautiful tag, and I'll actually add a little foam under hip hip hooray on the left side of that tag. I don't do the whole tag. I just add a little bit to the left side because I have the light bulb sticker on it. There was a little orange heart with polka dots, pink polka dots on the sticker sheet, so that went on the hello beautiful tag as well. I did not put any string in them. Thought about it, but to be honest with you guys, Miss Cleo was all over the place here. You don't see her right now because she's kind of wandered around at my feet. But I didn't want to drag the string out because I was afraid she'd try to mess with it. So I'm like, oh, we'll just hold off on that. I put the typewriter sticker down there. There's another little sticker that said yay. I'll put foam underneath that as well. And I don't think I put foam underneath anything else. I will get into a little bit of stash stuff because I was sitting there looking at it after I get all this down. Oh, and I put some little banners on the right-hand side of the photo. You can kind of see those as well. They're on top of the green pattern down there. I'm using a little bit of Nuvo glue to glue because my foam adhesive is only one-sided. And I'm now realizing that Nuvo glue did not stick on one of them. I'm going to have to add some more Nuvo glue. Hang on. So sorry, you guys are calling me for dinner, and I was like, give me 10 seconds. Anyway, I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to come along, and I will add a label. I do that off camera that adds the date because that's like her gotcha date, right? Here she is again, so I'm going to have to stop the camera. What in the world? Oh, that's my arm. I was like, what in the world is that? So here's me adding these flowers. I got off into stash, and I found these flowers, and then What else did I add? There was one other thing I added. Oh, the label. I added the label 10/8/25 when we got her. So there we go. That's the layout, you guys. Happy birthday, Miss Ashley. Really love having you on our little tribe of scrappers here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist because everybody obviously playing along will be in the playlist and they'll be telling Miss Ashley happy birthday. Make sure you do that too. And hey, by the way, check out her channel. She does have a YouTube channel, obviously. So make sure you go give her some love. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, should be tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.